Let's learn how to add and subtract decimal numbers. So let's assume we start with easy one, 7.1 plus 2.4. Decimal numbers is usually added in the column. So let me write down 7.1. Now I need to add 2.4. What is very important here, I have to line up these points where whole number ends and decimal is starting. So I am lining up the decimal point, the point where decimal numbers start. Okay, and then to the left of decimal the point is a whole number, which is 2. And to the right, it's the first decimal, which is 4. Okay, you go by these decimal points that have to be lined up and under each other. And then we are adding. And when we are adding, we're starting from the last numbers. Why we are adding from right to left? From the right to left, because if there is going to be overflow, so we can move to the next number, okay? Okay, so 1 plus 4, it's going to be equal 5. Okay, we are done. Decimal point stays where it is, and 7 plus 2 is equal 9. Okay, next one, 3.6 plus 7.24. Okay, 3.6 writing down here. And again, at the next number that we need to add, I'm lining up this decimal point, and to the left comes whole number 7. To the right, I'm writing 2, first decimal, and then second decimal. 7.24 hundredths. Okay, let's do add. Since at the above 4 there is nothing, which it's the same thing if I put 0. You can put 0 if you want, but you don't have to. So since there is nothing, it just 4 comes down. Next, 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay, we are reaching this important decimal point. And then 3 plus 7, it's going to be 10. 10.84 hundredths. All right, let's do next one. 14.8 plus, let's say, 5.24. Okay, 14.8. I put decimal notation lined up, and then to the right I have 5. To the left I have 24. Okay, so when I add, again I'm adding from right to left, so number 4 comes down. 8 plus 2, it's gonna be 10. So I can't write 2 digits, so 10, which means I write down 0 and keep 1 in mind because 1 is going to be overflow. Next, the whole number, moving to whole number, this is decimal point. 4 plus 5 is 9, and I have this 1, overflow, will going to be 10. Again, writing down 0, and this 1 I keep in mind. I have here next 1, so since at the bottom there is nothing, so when I'm adding this overflow 1, it's going to be 2. 20.04. Okay, let me add another one, 9.7 no, let me see, 9.003 plus 2.15. Okay, 9.003, so point is here, 2, 1, 5. Let me make more interesting. I write down here 32. So this is 2 and 3 comes here also. All right. So you write down to the left from decimal notation and to the right from decimal notation based on how many numbers come with it. Okay. So 3 comes down because there is no number to add. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 1 is 1. Point here. 9 plus 2, 11. 1 I put here, 1 in mind. We have here 3. There is no number on the top to add. So in 3 and then 1 overflow I have, it's going to be 4. Okay? All right. Let's add 3 numbers, more numbers. 14.8 plus 2.57 plus 0.0549. Okay, let's write down 14.8. Next, 2.57 and then 0.0549. It's very important that first number in decimal position will line up under first number of decimal position, which is this one. And then second number lined up with second number. Third number, if there is none, then just write them down the way they are. Otherwise, it's going to be mess. If you write down, let's say, let me bring example, 14.87, for example, and you are writing down 3.45. See, your decimal notations are shifted. It's going to be absolute disaster. 7 plus 5, it's going to be 12, 1 in mind. 8 plus 4 will be 12, and 1 we have from here will be 13, again 1 in mind. So how many decimals? Where you are going to put the decimal point? See? So it's not going to work. Even if I try to show that it's mistake, even that way you can count, because you have 2 decimals. One is here. One is here, one is here. Which one comes first? Okay. Therefore, 345, you need to write down in the right position. It's going to be 3 lined up, point after point, and then 45. And then you can add them up, which is going to be 7 plus 5, 12, 1 in mind. 8 plus 4, 12, and 1 is going to be 13. Okay. 1 in mind. 4 plus 3 is 7, and 1 is going to be 8, and then here 1. Now you will say, why I didn't put decimal point first? I just already know that I have lined up in the right position, so that's why I just counted, added them up. But for the people who are just starting to learn, it's the best to start with the lining up decimal positions, decimal notation first, and then go to the left whole numbers and to the right decimal notation. Okay, let's add here this 14.8 plus 2.57 plus 0.0549, which is going to be 0.549 10 thousandths, because you have 4 positions. It's going to be 10 thousandths. So 9, 4, 7 plus 5 is 12, 1 in mind. 8 plus 5 is 13, and 1 is going to be 14, 1 in mind. 4 plus 2 is 6, and 1 will be 7. I had here. Okay, we don't have anything in mind anymore. So I'm cleaning, not to get confused, add there 4 to 1. And this one just coming down here. Okay. Next one. To the whole number, let's say 600, what is this? 650, that's funny. 654 plus, let's say we have 36.7. How we are going to add this one? So I'm writing down 654. Since I don't have decimal notation, I can put here decimal point, right? So after that, I can put as many zeros as I want to, but I don't find it appropriate. Too much numbers that are senseless to put there. So 36.7, I put here decimal notation. So next come to the left, come the whole numbers. 6 comes here, and then 3 comes here, and decimal notation comes here, 7. So since I don't have any decimal notation, from 654, 7 comes down, decimal notation, then 4 plus 6 is 10, 1 in mind, 5 plus 3 is 8, and 1 we have 9, okay, we don't have overflow, I'm cleaning, and the 6 comes down here, okay. All right, what if I want to add 654 plus 0.367? Let's see, 654 plus 0. 0 comes right here. So because I need to arrange decimal notation, 367. It's going to be 763. Decimal notation, decimal point, 456. Okay? All right, another one. 316.78 plus 312.65. Well, let's write down 316.78. Next, 312, writing decimal point right here. And then 2, 1, and 3. And here is 6, 5. So let's add. 8 plus 5 is 13. Write down 3, and 1 we keep in mind because it's going to be on its own overflow. 7 plus 6. It's going to be 13, and 1 will be 14. Again, 1 is going to keep overflow, keep in mind, decimal point. 6 plus 2 is 8, and 1, it's going to be 9. Okay, I'm cleaning this one because we don't have overflow, it's just 9. 1 plus 1 is 2. Here it's going to be 2, and 3 plus 3 is 6. Okay, now let's try again 3 numbers. 100.08 plus 7.06 plus 8.045. Okay, 100.08 plus 7.06 and plus 8 point, as you can see, all decimal points are lined up. 045. Okay. 5 comes down. 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 plus 4, 18. Writing 8. Keep 1 in mind. Now here, since we have all zeros, So 0 and then plus 1 is going to be 1. So I'm cleaning this one. We don't have overflow anymore. Next, decimal point. 0 plus 7 and then plus 8. It's going to be 15. 5 at the 15 and 1 in mind. I have here 0 coming down and then 1 is coming also 1. So I'm cleaning this because I don't have any overflow. And here comes down 1. Okay? And the last one, 39.0009 plus 4.005 and plus 375.504. Okay, let's add it up. 39.0009. Next, 4, I have 0.05. So in the case of decimal notation, look, the first decimal lined up with first decimal, second decimal lined up with second decimal, third decimal lined up with the third decimal. Okay, it's very important, so you would lined up appropriately. And then 375, 504, so it's going to be 504. Okay, and 5, 7, and 3. Okay, so let's add. What do we get? 9 comes down. 5 plus 4 is 9. Here we have 0. Here we have 5. Okay, decimal point. 9 plus 4, 13. 13 plus 5, 18. Writing 8. 1 in mind. 3 plus 7 is 3 plus 7 is 10, and 1 will be 11. Again, 1 in mind. And we have here 3 and 1, it's going to be 4. Okay? All right. Let's, I guess I can do subtraction in my next video.